Respected friends, welcome. Gratitudes and congratulations to you for joining every day for our evening classes. Four texts we are covering: Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, Nirguna Manasa Puja, Sankshipta Skanda Puranam, and the Chandogya Parayanam with Bhashya. So, because it's four texts, slowly only we are studying to conserve our physical, mental energies. In Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, third Utpatthi Prakaranam, we are into the sixth Sarga, Purusha Prayatna Mumukshu. Mumukshu Prayatna Upadesha is the name of the Sarga. Mumukshu Prayatna. In this, first to become undoubtedly the Mumukshu, Jignasu, and in the direction told now by Shri Vaashishtha a relentless prayatnam we have to do so that we get the moksha. In this Sarga's teachings, we have to be very, very conscious, keen, careful, attentive to grasp what exactly is the sadhana that is recommended to us by Shruti Mata, by all the gurus, by all the Mahatmas, and here Shri Vasishtha ji. Miss हुआ तो मिस हो गया, पकड़ लिया तो पकड़ में आ गया. Correct? Start with some Parayanam. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharshibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane. Om Tasmai Shri Gurave Vasishta Munaye Nityam Namaskurmahe Vishwamitra Munim Sharanyamanagham Bhuyo Namasyamyaham. Tasmai Valmikaye Shri Gurutama Gurave Bhuri Bhavair Natasmaha. Purnananda Swabhavaha Svajana Hitakrute Mayayopatta Kayaha Karunyad Uddidhirshur Janamanavaratam Mohapanke Nimagnam Avishyantar Vasishtham Bahiravi Kalayan Shishya Bhavam Vitene Yaha Samvadena Shastramruta Jaladhi Mamum Ramachandram Prabhadye Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dandvataitam Gaganasudrusham Tattvamasyaadi Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavataitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta Brahma Vidyacharibhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Shri Vasishtha Vishwamitra Valmiki Vedavyasa Vamadeva Naradadi Brahma Vidya Acharyebhyo Namaha. Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Sankalpaha Tesham Sarvesham Krupaanugrahena Upanishad Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayanoktha ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदेन मोक्ष प्राप्ति सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजय श्रीराम मंदिरवत् समस्त मंदिर पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा दीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च शाश्वतरूपेण वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः परब्रह्म भक्ति आरभ्य सनातन धर्म भक्ति पर्यंतम भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायण अध्ययन साधना निर्गुण मानस पूजा अध्ययन साधना संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण पारायण भक्ति साधना छांदोग्य पारायण भाष्य समेत मोक्षार्थम वयम सर्वे करिष्यामहे। श्रीरामचंद्र परम ब्रह्मणे नमः। योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दुष्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अव भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महा रामायणम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम मुमुक्षु प्रयत्न उपदेशम नाम षष्ठः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Friends, every shloka, every month shabda here in this sarga is of utmost value, preciousness, importance. We have seen up to the sixth shloka, in which Sri Vasishtha ji does a greatest of the Upadesha. Now, seventh and eighth mantras, Sri Rama Bhagavan's Prashna. Ninth onwards, again, Vasishtha ji's Uttara and Jnana Upadesha. So, if we see the summary of what Sri Vasishtha ji taught in the last six shlokas, the 4, 5, 6 shlokas themselves are sufficient to convey to us the most important summary. Never miss these few classes, please. Whole text is glorious, but here we see the essence of entire Upanishads, Vedanta, Moksha, Jnana, ityadi. Right, now, in the fourth mantra, what Vasishtha ji said, let us try to listen, grasp it. What he said was, Kinchinnopakarothyatra tapodhanavratadikam स्वभावमात्रे विश्रांतिं ऋतेनात्रास्ति sadhanam. See the most profound thing told in most simple words. Because the words are simple, don't miss the profoundness of the matter, subject, knowledge. What Bhagavan says is, Atra means in this moksha marga, kinchit na upakarot. None of these things, even little also upakara, they do. Which are they? Tapo, dana, vratadikam. Yajnadana, tapasya, ityadi. And we have luckily other shastras studied, therefore we know that in other shastras, Vedas only, Even Upanishads, Yajna Dana Tapa sadhanas are indicated. So there they are indicated. Here Vasishtha says, Na upakaroti. How to sort out this seeming contradiction? Thank God, same subject we are studying in our Gita in our morning class. This Yajna Dana Tapasya Adi Bahya sadhanas are done for our Antahkarana Shuddhi, wherein the Antahkarana is no more having any kamana vasana for the outer worldly things. No ragadveshadi kama krodadi. Therefore, Antakarana is in the sattva guna of shuddhata, sattva guna of the ekagrata, sattva guna of the sukshmata. For the achievement of this, to remove all the causes which were making our heart impure, agitated, yajna, dana, tapo, vrata are recommended. With them done well, when the antakarana shuddhi is achieved, those sadhanas are like the jadu, used to clean the room, thereafter keep it in the corner. That is the meaning of kinchit na upakaroti yatra tapodana vratadikam. Okay. Then if these three don't do upakara for moksha, then what does upakara for moksha? What causes moksha? This much. Svabhava matre vishrantim. Vishranti is total stabilizing, establishing in our own svabhava. The svabhava only in other place called as swarupa. Another place called as the Atma, Paramatma, Brahma. Words are different. All is meaning is one only. Swabhava matre Vishranti. Vishranti, total establishing in our own Swarupa Swabhava. Rute, other than this, na atra asti sadhanam. There is no other sadhanam is there. So we use two words to explain it. This Swabhava Swarupa Pratishtha is the most necessary cause for moksha as well as the sufficient cause for moksha. Did we catch it? Through various yajna dana tapasya, antakarana shuddhi, with the shuddha antakarana, so atma pratishtha, that's it, moksha. And all this Upanishadic knowledge which we studied, we can refer here, we can contemplate on it aplenty. So Vasishtha anyway is going to tell us. And in the last 3-4 sargas, it was covered also. The Paramatma alone is the reality. The Sankalpa of Paramatma alone is the Brahmadeva. The Brahmadeva Sankalpa alone is the Srushti. Therefore, Srushti is Kalpita. Even Brahmadi Devatas are Kalpita. In the Kalpita, neither you can get Sukha nor you can get Dukkha. Neither you can get Bandha nor you can get Moksha. But why are we getting the Bandha or Dukkha? Because we are seeking Sukha and Moksha in them. That we are not getting. That disappointment is felt as dukkha. So don't try for sukha, moksha in them. Then you will not have bandha and dukkha also. Then where do we get sukha and moksha? In the Atma Vastu. तो जहां है वहां ढूंढो, उधर बैठ जाओ. सो स्वभाव मात्रे विश्रांतिम रुते न अत्र अस्ति साधनम. Are we catching this point? Are we allowing it to go deep into our heart? The consequence is keeping away everything. We now seek only our Swabhava, Swarupa, Swatma. In that Vishrant. So to get convinced about this only, we are studying Shastras every day. जब तक ये कन्विक्शन होगा नहीं, पढ़ते ही जाएंगे. और कन्विक्शन के बाद, even to reach to that goal also, sadhanas are indicated by the same Shastras we continue. After Siddhi also, Shastras only tell us to do the Tattva Prachara only through the Shastras for the redemption of others under option, not compulsion. Okay, this is the fourth mantra. Nata atra kinchidapi na upakaroti tavoddhanam hritadikam matre vishranti mrute nasti atra sadhanam. Sufficient necessary causes swarupa pratishtha. Now immediately we ask question. How to establish in this swarupa swabhava swaatmanubhuti. For that, two sadhanas here only Sri Vaashishtha is indicating. Fifth mantra talked about it. We gave sufficient time and weightage for that. What was that? Sadhu Sangama Satshastra Parataivatra Karanam Sadhanam Badhanam Moha Jalasya Yad Akrutrimam. So, Sadhu Sangama and Satshastra Parata. To sadhu sangama parata, giving para importance, value to the sadhu sangama. Always are in the company of sadhus outside as well as in the heart. And through them, Sat Shastra. Sat Shastra means those Shastras which teach Sat Vastu the Brahma, such Upanishads, such Prakarana Granthas, such topics of Purana Itihas. इन दोनों के प्रति साधु संगम के प्रति सत शास्त्र के प्रति when you have the parata most importance given value given total time is given dedication is given that leads to eva atra karanam atra moksha prapto karanam and that moksha is akrutrimam means in the akrutrima means sahaja atma nishtha. Other than the Atma, the Upadis are Kalpita, therefore they are Krutrima. In them, only bondage is there. Clear? Sadhu Sangama, Satshastra, Parata, Eva Atra Karanam, Atra Moksha Praptau Karanam, Moksha Anubhava is Akrutrima. Okay? And this is called Sadhanam. Sadhugam Sangam Satshastra me Parataya Vetra Sadhanam Karanam. And this, when we follow, how does it help us? Badhanam Moha Jalasya. It Badhanam destroys the entire web of Moha, entire snare of Moha in which we are caught up. And what is Moha? The acceptance of something other than Paramatma existing as Jiva Jagat Ishvara, and in that I am Jiva with the Upadis, then the world have to seek. I take the help of the Ishvara. This entire drama is Moha. Macro level. Macro level में उपाधि तादात्म्य, and then for the sake of upadhi, the Vishya Asakti and Kama Krodha Vikara and their karma faladi anirata chakkar going on having janma marana, that is moha, not able to come out of it. That moha ka puri tarah se badhanam, the destruction happens with these two sadhanas of sadhu sangama and sat shastra. And we all understand sadhu is the Shrotriya Brahmanishta. And he has nothing to achieve for himself. Therefore, he has no impurity of any ego selfishness in him. Purely, egolessly, selflessly, with all compassion, he can teach us. He can answer our questions. He can fully inform us, inspire us, initiate us, take us along up to the brim of the Atmanamurti. He can push us from this side. The Lord will pull us from that side. We enter into the Anubhuti. Mohajalasya badhanam. Sadhanam mohajalasya badhanam akrutrimam. Sadhu sangam satshastra parata. Now, do you feel that in our life do we have the clinging for the sadhu sangama? We have to create within us and keep going to the sadhus we attend. By their kripa shakti and our shraddha towards them, when we frequently visit, slowly all inner poisons, obstructions, both for sadhu sangam satshastra and adhyatmikata, they start going away. They will give all the operational techniques. They will even indicate this very subtle fact that your ego only your biggest enemy, which is not allowing you to come to me. The Guru, me. The Shastra, me. The Tattva. Even these very sublime things, they indicatingly tell us. They also tell us how to guard ourselves from our own ego. Every moment, all these very sublime micro guidances they give us. My own ego is problem because which I am not going to the Guru and surrendering. I am not regularly studying Shastra. I am not taking Paramatma as the goal. Mera hi ahankar. I'm the one who can learn to objectify ego also and say that you are my bitter enemy. He is really पहुंच रहा है कि नहीं वो? ये सारे हमको जो मोह जाल है उसका बाधनम रिमूवल हो जाता है in the sadhu sangam. And when they teach us Sadvastu Shastra, Upanishads, how clearly Upanishads indicate to us the truth, its Swarupa and Tatastha Lakshanas, its Upalabdhisthana, its Prapti Paddhati, and the Adhikaritva. And for us, luckily, Sanatan Dharmins, to make it simpler, the Upanishadic Jnana, Bhashya is there, Bhashakara's Bhashya. Tika is there. How much of guidance we have? Lucky, no? Therefore, all yajnopasanas, antakarana shuddhi. Then they are left. Then only Atmanishta is moksha hetu. Confirmed. Atmanishta moksha hetu. For that the sadhana is sadhu sangama satchastra parata. Parata is the word. Parata means totally dedicated to both of them. Never again shifting to anything else. बस वही मेरे लक्ष्य में जीवन में साधना माध्यम है और उन दोनों के कृपा आशीर्वाद अनुग्रह से साधु संगम सच्छास्त्र आई विल जस्ट गेट इनटू स्वानंद आभास रूप और स्वभाव मात्र विश्रांति और अकृत्रिम परमात्मा प्राप्ति. ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज दिस अकृत्रिम स्वभाव मात्र विश्रांति स्वानंद आभास रूप अनुभूति ऑफ द मोक्ष looks like? See the kindness of Vaashishtha in simple words, how he is step by step completely guiding us. These 6 mantras themselves are very potential package. Lucky we are studying, but unlucky if we miss the gist or essence or we forget it. We are both lucky and unlucky every day. Lucky because studying Shastras through the Tattva, unlucky but because we are forgetting it, again going back to become the samsaris, worldly people, forgetting this Tattva. तो अपने आप को थोड़ा इस विषय में जो केयर लेना है, let us take. See the 6th mantra. Ayam sadeva ityeva samparignanamatrataha jantorna jayate dukkham jivan muktatvam cha. In this one shloka, so much pregnant meaning is there that some of the Upanishads have to be thoroughly explained completely to convey the meaning that's there here. And what I personally feel is there are 6 shlokas which are the contents of which in the further 100 sargas or so, 115, 18, or 16, Vaashishtha is going to elaborate. I to feel be with Vaashishtha and in this text he will just guide us step by step. And Vaashishtha Upasana kare with his Gurupa, those teachings will be remembered by us, main ones. So now see the moksha sthiti kya hai? Ayam sat eva. Ayam is the self in me. He is the pure Sadvastu only. Iti eva, only this much. Sam parijnana matrataha. Samyak paritaha jnana matrataha. Samyak completely. Paritaha from all directions. Jnana, Siddhanta Jnana as well as Anubhuti. Bas, matrataha. With this much done. What will happen? Jantor najayate dukkham. There is no more dukkha to that person. Second, Jivan Muktatvam eti. He will obtain the Jivan Mukta. Because Atma alone is Mukta. I realized that Atman, I became Mukta. In the Anatma only, there is Dukkham. The Anatma is rejected even to exist. Therefore, where is the Dukkha? The snake is rejected to exist. Then where is the Bhaya, Dukkha of the snake? The rope is realized. Real rope. So there is no anymore bandhana, it is moksha. Jivan muktim, muktatvam eti, then najayate dukkham. So dukkha rahityam, ananda rupa, sukha prapti. Both of them will happen only by this much. Ayam sad eva iti samparijnana matrataha. Ayam sadeva iti samparijnana matrataha. Therefore, in this, if you see what is that? Whatever we are seeing as Stula Sukshma Karana and Vyashti Samashti, all of that Ajnani looks from the Maya Kalpita Rupanama Drushti. The Jnani looks from the Adhishtana Drushti. And anytime Adhishtana is the Satya, Kalpita Aropita is Asatya or Mithya. Therefore, from the Adhishtana Drushti, if you see, everything is Sat Brahma. And I am also that. In that, there is no reality of any projected thing. Then how can that be the cause of our desire or agitation? This is the powerful knowledge. Everything is Brahman, I am Brahman. Other than that, everything is Mithya. Mithya cannot be desired. Desire is the cause of all samsara. है ना? कामना ही सारा संसार का हेतु है. जागृत स्वप्न में क्यों हम संसारी भटकते दुखी होते? क्योंकि कामना है. Even in Jagrat, why the Jivan Muktas are Mukta? No bhatakte, no samsara to them, no kamana. Why there is no kamana to them? Because they have not given any reality to the projected Dvaita Prapancha. Why? They are no more in the ignorance of the Adhishtana Advaita Brahma. They have realized it. That shloka in Viveka Chudamani reflecting this thought. Sad Brahma Karyam Sakalam Sadeva Sanmatrametan Natatonyadasti Astiti Yovakti Natasya Mohaha Vinirgato Nidritavat Prajalpaha Sat Brahma Karyam Sakalam Sadeva. Therefore, Sanmatrametat, see, I am Sadeva. Na tataha anyadasti. Astiti yaha vakti. The one who says there is something other than Brahman, na tasya mohaha vinirgataha. His delusion is not gone. And how is his talk compared to Nidritavat Prajalpa? A fellow in the half sleep without waking up. Whatever the blabbering he does, has it got any meaning? Children sometimes cry, shout, laugh, say something. Why children? Even the elders also. That's called Nidrita Prajalpa, which has no meaning. Right? Now, example. Ki, when yesterday we gave the example again, morning also I saw. So, with mud, when 2500 parts are made, basically the whole world of 2500 parts are Karya. And what is the Karana of them? Mud only. Is the mud anytime away apart from the karya, the parts? No. Therefore, even though you call it as pot, yet substratum wise it is mud only. Sad Brahma Karyam Sakalam Sadev. Then what about the pot or gamla? Only Rupanama. Be attentive. They may have Vyavaharika value. So what? Just because something has Vyavaharika value, just because it is giving Anubhuti, not necessary that it is real. एग्जाम्पल इज स्वप्न. स्वप्न में स्वप्न का जो व्यावहारिक वैल्यू है, अनुभूति भी था, बट व्हेन यू वेक अप, अनरियल. So the pots are used, the gamle are used. Just because gamla pot is used for the plant and watering, still we should have the maturity to understand that the mud alone reality there, not pot or gamla. Jivan Mukta is like that. He is in Vyavahara like all of us. But for us, the Vyavaharik pot gamla only Paramarthik. We have not recognized the mud. He has recognized the mud as real. And on that, the Rupanama pot and gamla projected. They have some Vyavahara value, not Paramarthik value. In his understanding, the mud is never born, never growing, never dying. Pot is born, growing, dying. He already knows the projected Rupanama pot will be rejected one day. Therefore, he has equal value for the projection of pot from breaking of the pot because it was real, never real. His attention is on the unborn pot and dying, sorry, unborn mud and dying mud. So what he says, when the pot is born, mud is not born. Pots growing, mud is not growing. Pots broken, mud is not broken. My drishti is on mud. It is eternal. Mud pots come and go. Same way, I am Satchidananda Brahma. Infinite worlds, universes, names and forms, the shariras, the stula sukshma karana, manusha, pashu, pakshi, vanaspati, millions of them, millions of times come projected, go rejected. I remain the same. Water remains the same. Thousands of waves, bubbles come projected, go rejected. When the waves are born, water is not born. Waves die, water never dies. So to whom the Janma Marana? The projected ones. Projected ones also cannot be called as born or dying. They are called as the appearance and disappearance. Isn't it? Wave appeared, wave disappeared. Wave projected, wave rejected. Wave also is never born, never died. ना? Why you can't say wave is born? Because wave नामक कोई specific चीज नहीं है independently other than water. Wave is only a name and form without matter in it by itself. The matter in it is water. Water is eternally there. So substratum का जन्म मरण नहीं है, सुपर इम्पोज्ड का जन्म मरण नहीं है, appearance disappearance है. The power of Maya makes it appear, disappear, in between, makes it go through modification. More than all that is, gives us the delusion of taking it as reality and makes us forget the reality. This effect of Maya of Avarana, Vikshepa, Aropana is the one which we have to conquer. How do we do? Accepting the water as reality. Mud as reality. Sat Brahma as reality. That is what is said. I am Sat Eva. The entire million waves are water alone. Thousands of pots are mud alone. Entire Ananta Koti Brahmanda Yukta universe, cosmos is basically Sat Brahma. I am Sadeva. Iti eva. This knowledge is enough. But how that knowledge has to be gained? Some parijnana matrata. Samyak paritaha jnana. Samyak fully, paritaha undoubtedly, completely, and jnana means experiential. In the example of mud and gold and water, they are all objects. They are also not a reality. In the Vedanta, it is Shuddha Brahma Vastu, Atma Vastu. It is not a Vastu or object. So, I am Sadeva iti eva samparijnana matrataha jantoho najayate dukkham. Then Jivan Muktattvameti. You will get Jivan Mukti. Now you see, our minds and intellects are so dull not to value, not to register, not to give importance to such a sublime knowledge. That's what we have to correct ourselves, rectify ourselves by seeing to what we are giving value, importance. To our own vasanas, to our own desires. Therefore, they are the obstacles. So wherever these are created, vasanas are, don't go there. And wherever this knowledge is strengthened, valued, go there. That's called as sadhu sangama. Jao or asadu dushta sangati chado, chodo. Very dirty, baddest example I am giving. And you can scold me for that, I receive it. You can even scold me and do anything. But I give example. Okay, what is it? Panchabhaksha Paramanna means wonderful, delicious, very freshly made food. Perfect. ये कोई सुअर के सामने रखो, a pig, what will he do? It will smell and say, मेरा नहीं है, करके it goes to the dirt only. We should not be like that. That the Panchabaksha Paramanna Rupi Brahmajnana is given to us and we reject it and go for the binding world of matter, the desire, etc. Then there's no difference between Suvar or Hum, and we are worse than that. वो सुअर होकर सुअर की तरह जी रहा है, हम मनुष्य होकर सुअर की तरह जी रहे हैं, तो वी आर वर्स देन इट. And this we have to tell to ourselves. And to say this to you, I have an authority. In the Padma Purana, while Srimad Bhagavad Gita Mahatmyam is told there by the Rishi, you can refer to it. In the sloka number also I will tell you 72 slokas. 72 sloka. You know what is said there? Ki next to your house or in your vicinity, if Srimad Bhagavad Gita Jnana Upadesha is going on by some Mahatma, if you are not going and listening to it, or anybody for that, that person hundreds of times he will be born as the sewer only. So, Sukara Bhavam Yonim Anekam Adhigachati. It is very clearly written there. Aneka Bhavam, Sukara Bhavam Yonim Anekam. Because the pig doesn't listen when Gita is going on. Therefore, when he is not listening, though he is saying, why have you made me as human being? मेरे को सुअर बना. See the power of it. This is how we have to help ourselves. How come I am so much lost in the world, in the bhogadi? Then take the help of Guru Shastra and Daiva through upasanas and remove all that wretched maila deeply rooted in our heart, because of which we are valuing anatma, upadis, and we are valuing the mithya, jagata, shabda, sparsha, rasagandha. We are having desires for it, and all our pursuits are only for that, like a sewer. We have to, from the deeply rooted level, we have to eliminate the dirt in us. Isn't it? When the infections go to a deep level, the antibiotics are used, go to a deep level to remove them. We have to recognize that we are at that level, which is not spiritually healthy. We have to do that operation on ourselves. That thud up inside that I must get out of this pig like of life. I must be like the swan. That's why the saints and sages are called Hamsa, Paramahamsa. Because in the Hamsa Sthiti, they discriminate between Papa Punya and Dharma. Dharma, do Punya Dharma, give up Papa and other. At the Paramahamsa Sthiti, they discriminate between Atma and Anatma. They realize the Atman, they recognize that the Anatman is only projected. Anatma Rupena, Atma only Bhasate. Kalpita. Wave Rupena, water only is there. They don't reject the wave. They reject the independent reality given to the wave. They see the wave as the substrate of water. That's the meaning of Ayam Sadeva. Ayam Atma and Idam Jagat. Everything is Sadbrahma Karyam Sakalam Sadeva. Know how many times this knowledge we have to listen, contemplate for it to register in us and to retain it. How much careful we have to be. For that, how much we have to reject everything which makes us forget this knowledge. अब ये सब त्याग मिलकर ही योग होता है. त्याग के बाद ही योग होता है भैया. नहीं करोगे त्याग तो योग नहीं होगा. बिना योग का मोक्ष नहीं होता. ओके ठीक है, मेरे को मोक्ष नहीं चाहिए. आई वांट टू जस्ट लिव दिस लाइफ ऑफ भटकते रहो. एनीवे, रोग मृत्यु के टाइम आई विल सफर ओल्ड एज, बट बिफोर दैट तो आई एम एंजॉयिंग माय वर्ल्डली भोगा. आई एम ओके विद इट. Then nobody stops. That's why the people are. Is that everybody mumukshu or what? Only 0.01%. Akalmand. बाकी सारे they are in samsara only. By living the samsaric jivana of temporary pleasures and later on suffering the old age, disease and death, they are proving, they are saying without saying that we are not wanting moksha. हमको इसी में रहना. If we also choose it, all tathastu devatas say tathastu. But if we, after studying Shastra, if we have that sensitivity to feel that no, I have to really realize the spiritual, this Ayam Sadeva iti Anubhava. Then this Tyaga of the whole thing, then taking up the Shastra, Guru, Sadhu Sangama Satshastra, then study, contemplate, realize it. Okay. Ayam Sadeva iti eva sam parignana matratah jantoho न जायते दुःखम जंतु जीवन मुक्तत्वम एति. He will obtain the जीवन मुक्ति also. And what is जीवन मुक्ति? सर्वाधिष्ठान ब्रह्म अहम अस्मि. अहम जीवः न अस्मि. अहम देहः न अस्मि. अहम संसारी न अस्मि. अहम परिच्छिन्न दुखी न अस्मि. This is called as जीवन मुक्त state. While expressing through the upadis, yet not bound by the upadis. As long as the upadi ka prarabdha chalte hain, he'll express through that, but he has just gone beyond the identity with them and realized the identity with the reality. That's what is done in Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, then the dhyana of rejecting the anatma, accepting the atma. Anvaya vitreka. उसके द्वारा ये स्थिति पाया जाता है. And everybody can achieve it. No SC, ST, BC reservations in that. Qualified, achieve it. Try and achieve. बढ़िया है कि नहीं बोलो? हो गया? Now these 6 shlokas being so important, 2 days we spoke. Yesterday also, day before, आज भी हमने उसको वैल्यू दिया. देखो इतना पक्का है वो. What we studied in all Upanishads, it's reminded here. Having heard this, Rama feels so much sense of urgency that he says, now asks, what are the klishtati klishta sadhanas have to be done to discover this sarvadhisthana Brahma as myself. Hey Guru, guide me. Okay, let us see that. Sri Rama Uvacha. Ramji keh rahe, Samparignyata matrena shi किलानेनात्मनात्मना पुनर्दोषा न बाधन्ते मरणाद्याः कदाचन देवदेवो महानेश कुतो दूरादवाप्यते तपसा केन तीव्रेण क्लेशेन कियताथवा. So cute, na? संपरिज्ञातमात्रेण किलानेनात्मनात्मना पुनर्दोषा न बाधन्ते मरणाद्याः कदाचन देवदेवो महान् एषः कुतो दूरादवाप्यते. तपसा केन तीव्रेण क्लेशेन कियताथवा. So in the first two lines, first shloka, Rama, by repeating what is said by Vaashishtha, proves that he has understood, acknowledged and accepted. Then he asks the marga for sadhana. So what is that he says that he has understood, accepted, acknowledged? Ki samyak parijnata matrena. Fully well by knowing itself. The truth, kila, anena, atmana, atmana. Atmana is by myself. Atmana means as the self. This reality, samparignata matrena, when it is realized. When within my own self, I realize my own self and realize everything as this self alone, punaha, having realized the self that way, punaha again, doshaha na badante. These shortcomings, problems will not torment us, trouble us. Which are they? Maranadhyaha kadachana. वर्ण इत्यादि दोष. वर्ण तो एक्चुअली आदि नहीं है, तो अंत है. सो जन्म, जरा, रोग, मरण आदि दोषास कदाचन न पुनः बाध्यन्ते. Again they will not पुनः बाधन्ते, won't trouble. This is what you said, I understood. When in our own self we have realized the real self, which is the self of all. That's what the meaning of I am सदैव इति. और ऊपर जो कहा है स्वभाव मात्र विश्रांति मृते, उससे ऊपर कहा स्वानंद आभास रूप, एंड उससे ऊपर आत्मज्ञानम अनुष्ठानम, उससे ऊपर ज्ञानादेव परासिद्धि. एवरी श्लोका टॉक्ड अबाउट इट. तो संपरिज्ञात मात्रेण किला, kila means is not guru. What you have said is this only? No, that is the meaning of kila. संपरिज्ञात मात्रेण किला अनेन आत्मना आत्मना पुनः दोषाः न बाधन्ते मरणाद्याः कदाचन. Again the maranadi dosha will not bind us. Understood. Now this deva devaha, because first श्लोक में कहा ना देवादि देवस्य परस्य, the guru ने कहा, तो Rama caught it. He says Deva Devaha, this Lord of all Lords, Mahan, the Supreme Most, Eshaha, this Paramatma, Kuto Duradavapyate. How much distance I have to travel to obtain him? Kena tapasa tivrena avapyate. What is the extreme tivra tapasya I have to do to obtain him? Kleshena kiyata athava. And how many, what types of kleshas I have to go through? Kashtas. So how many kleshas, how much of the tapasa, and how much of the distance I have to cross to recognize this Mahadeva Mahadevaha Eshaha. So Devadevaha Mahan Eshaha Kuto Duradavapyate Kena tapasa tivrena vapyate Kiyathatava kleshena vapyate. How much klesha, which type of tivra tapasya, how much distance I have to travel to obtain him. Durena. Durena means distance. Distance is time. Time means how long. How long it will take? What tapasyas I have to do? What klesha I have to go through? Klesha is giving up all the sukha bhoga asakti of the world. Tapasa is giving up the attachment with the indriyas and antakarana. Because manasasya indriyanam aikagyam paramam tapaha. Then the time and distance is coming very close to the self, beyond the upadhis, and getting established in it. So coming closer from the upadhis to one's own self. How much time you take, that is the time it takes. And then how much quickly you give up the sukhabhoga asakti of the world and are ready to face those klesha, that are the kleshas you have to go through. And then how quickly and how sooner you are able to detach from the upadhis, indriyas and antakarana, that tapasya. Bhagavan Vasishtha ji kahenge aage, but this is what we studied in our other shastras, no? So from that standpoint, we are able to little bit understand. So kena tapasa manasasya indriyagnam aikagram. Kleshena avidyasmita ragadesha vinivesha, having given up. Duraha, how much distance we have to travel. Interesting, no? In obtaining all other objects, we have to travel distances physical, away from ourselves. Very funny. And in the Atma Prapti sadhana, we have to travel lot of distance, but not from the self to the not self, as it happens in samsara, but it's from the not self to the self. ये घर वापस ही है, coming back home. अब कितना दूर जाना है, मतलब तुम कितने दूर गए हो आत्मा से, उतना दूर वापस आना पड़ेगा. कितना तुम भोग आदियों में फंसे हो, उसको छोड़ने का उतना क्लेश सहना पड़ेगा. कितना तुम गहराई में उपाधियों से तादात्म्य किए हो, उतना तपस्या करना. दिस इज व्हाट वशिष्ठ जी विल टेल अस. राम जी का प्रश्न है. Knowing that we can feel Sri Rama's want to really obtain that Atmanubhuti by doing any tapasya, any amount, by going through any klesha, by crossing any distances. That's why the question. But are we also ready to जितना भी दूर जाने को तैयार है, जितना भी क्लेश उठाने को तैयार है, जितना भी तपस्या करने को, then for us also this knowledge helps in getting moksha. Now Sri Vaashishtha Uvach. Vasishtha ji starts telling. One shloka we chant, we start seeing the meaning tomorrow. Swapaurusha prayatnena vivekena vikasina sadevo gnayate rama natapasnana karma vihi. Swapaurusha prayatnena, by one's own self-effort, vivekena vikasina, with the highly profound, deep, expanded, blossomed viveka, the discrimination. Hey Rama, Sahadeva Jnayate. That self is realized because already there in us. Na tava snana karma vihi. Not by aneka tapasyas, snana and yajnagadi karma. In all of them, the kalpta, anatma, dvaita alone is there. Though they are required in the beginning days for antakarana shuddhi, but by themselves they won't antakarana shuddhi prepare to be receiving the Mahavakya Upadesha from the Guru. Having heard that, only by contemplating on the artha of the Mahavakya through the help of Viveka, we just reject the Anatma, accept the Atma. This is how it is obtained. We will be told tomorrow. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sri Rama Sharanam Mama. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnam Purnamadacha Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Shanti Sri Om. No, that's Om Vaashishtha बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. योगास महाराम शास्त्री जय. वशिष्ठादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज. Thank you. Join for Nirguna Manasa Puja. Continuation of the same subject. Waiting for you.